That was Wreck My Life by the Wldlfe off their brand new record, which isn't out just yet in America, but it is out everywhere else. It is called Heaven is a Place 2024. I am very excited right now because for the first time in far too long, the Wldlfe is in front of me. And for the first time ever, we're on video together.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. You are too good at your job. That was
just like
flawless.
having a chill Wednesday morning conversation, and you're just
You got.
boom,
I'm inspired
pro.
now.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'll mess up everyone's names and some song titles, but I sound great on air doing it.
Yes, you do. That is right.
Hell yeah. So let's go around the room.
Thanks for having us, man, by the way.
Of course, literally anytime you guys are in town, it's an honor anytime I hear from you guys, and it's an honor anytime I get a new Wldlfe song in my inbox. So it only made sense, and it's an absolute honor for me to be with you guys before your record comes out, because I feel like this is how the first record came out, too. Or one of the first
honestly,
records.
Yeah, we put it out like right after we did that interview with you in 2018.
That is true.
So,
That is crazy to think about that. That was so. It doesn't feel that long ago, but 6 years. Is that 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years now.
Crazy.
good Lord.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's insane. And the first time I heard you guys, it was because one of your friends from Minnesota or Minneapolis, I forget which. It was MN for sure, but I'm not great at
Yeah.
that stuff. I'm great
Yeah.
at talking on air. We've established.
Yes,
But either way, we were all going to get Friday the 13th tattoos. I think it was April 13th. I remember the day. And we went back to my buddy's house because it was like a 5-hour wait for flash tattoos. And he's like, yo, you do radio? Can I show you some of my friends' songs? And I'm like, yeah. And he showed me the Over Sentimental video. And I just fell in love. And I remember I was a little drunk and I just hit you guys up. I was like, I fucking love your music. Come on my show. And I'm like, man, did I just slide into a band's DMs for the first time?
I love that.
Who was it?
I could not tell you.
I'm trying to think. Somebody from Minnesota that we know.
Minnesota at the
He was
time.
friends with Glooms, if you know Josh Glooms.
Oh, I'm
This is-
blanking.
This is not ringing.
Well,
Yeah.
I am so sorry to whoever clearly stands the Wldlfe in 2018.
Yep. But very grateful that he did.
yeah.
There we go. Same, actually.
And yeah. And I got this tattoo of Jack Skellington in the saucer hat. Can we,
Incredible.
On the same day.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Amazing.
that's as good as a flash tattoo as there could possibly be.
I call it my Wldlfe tattoo.
Oh my
Do
god.
you actually?
No, I don't. But it'd be really funny if
You
I
should.
did.
You got me. I was really happy there for a second.
Hell yeah. So let's go around the room and introduce everyone
Yeah.
and actually say what you do in the band and everything.
Yeah, my name's Jansen. I sing, play guitar, write a lot of the music.
I'm Jack. I play bass.
And I'm Carson, and I produce everything, sing, guitar, that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And one of the last shows I saw before COVID was actually you guys and Knightley at the Troubadour,
Yep.
which was a magical experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something I've always said about you guys and always thought about you guys is all the songs are very like stadium anthemic. And a band coming out that soon with stadium anthemic songs, like, you're like, okay, where does it go from here?
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
guys are about to drop this fucking record, and holy shit, dude. Some of the songs on there are some of the biggest choruses I've heard from you guys.
Yeah.
The intro track, my favorite intro by you guys. And just talk about the record. Like, obviously, Jansen, you did some solo stuff. You guys have put out a ton of music, or I shouldn't say a ton, because
It's
we
a
put
lot.
out quite a
We
bit.
put out a good amount.
never enough, in
Yeah.
my
Fair
opinion.
There you go.
Yeah.
But talk about going into this record and how stoked you guys are for it to finally be coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that for us, we've spent like we just said, like we've put out so much music, and we've been a band for about 8 years now, and it's kind of taken us some time to settle into who we want to be as a band and all that stuff. And I think that this record is kind of like the sweet spot that we found, you know, and we're just really happy with how it turned out, you know, like I think looking back on a lot of our other, you know, projects, we can, you know, be picky about things, but this one I don't feel as much that way about, you know. It just feels like we wrote the right songs and had the right songs for the record. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's 13 or 14 heaters on there, right?
Heaters.
Yeah.
13.
13.
It's a long record, and I love it.
Yeah. I think the last record we did was more kind of like pieced together, just a bunch of songs that we kind of wrote in Nashville, like our first year or so in Nashville, co-writing a lot for the first time and kind of just pieced it all together. And this one, we kind of wanted to go back to the way we were doing it before we lived in Nashville and just like write all the songs just on like guitar, piano beforehand and kind of go from the ground up once we decided like what the best like songs just right at the grassroots were. And I think that we ended up feeling a lot more stoked to make the album doing it that way and super happy with the way it ended up.
Hell yeah. It's awesome to hear too, because I personally could kind of get that. You kind of went back to your roots as early as a band you guys are and as early in your career as you are. It did sound very, very reminiscent of earlier Wildlife, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gave me that first time feeling again, which was really cool. Not to say anything else you guys have put out beforehand.
No, I feel the same way, honestly.
I've never really thought about it that hard, but like I do think that like Waterfalls would fit on this record.
Yeah.
You know, like Somebody's Gonna Love You would fit on this record.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And just talk about that a little bit. Just having such iconic tracks that are so anthemic that might not even technically have been singles, but they are definitely fan favorites. Like I would say Blood Orange is definitely one of those.
Yeah.
I would say obviously Waterfalls, Somebody's Gonna Love You, and I feel like Anxious, that one.
Yep.
What a fucking track.
I forget
Love
about
that one.
sometimes.
Love that one.
Love that one.
So talk about that from your guys' perspective, just so early on in these songs being so big. Maybe not big in the sense of being the biggest song in the world on Billboard, but these songs are massive when you play them live, and listening to them on recording, it's like no one else sounds like this, which is awesome. Like I couldn't, like, I mean, obviously I saw you guys with Nightly. I've seen you guys a handful of times and it made sense, but it's like in my head, listening to the record, I can't pin you guys with like, oh, this is for fans of anything except for music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a big thing for us is that like the live aspect of of like our band is so important to us, and I think we want to translate in that like that same feeling on the on the albums themselves as well, because for me I feel like growing up there was music that like I liked when I was listening to it in headphones, but then when I saw it live I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this song. And so like just trying to kind of combine those two things. And I think a lot of inspiration that we have, like, Journey, we grew up listening to like a lot of like 80s rock. Like stadium rock. Like I think that we kind of just gravitate towards that anyway, like it's just kind of what we're inspired by.
Journey doesn't get enough credit for those choruses.
Dude.
Those choruses, you can just
Yep.
right there.
They're there.
They're so good.
It's awesome. And just like seeing you guys progress too, because pretty early on you guys toured with Camino, if I remember right? Or did some shows with them?
Yeah, like very early on for both of our bands, and then we did a leg of their tour last fall, and it was much bigger, and it was super fun, super sick to kind of run it back with those guys.
Dude, it's so good to see. And then also it's like really cool to see, like obviously you guys aren't from Nashville, you moved to Nashville, and I've seen this happen in LA. Everyone's not from LA, they moved to LA, myself included. And everyone kind of starts sounding alike because they start working together, which is not a bad thing at all. But you guys, like, I feel like in the whole scene of like that whole Nashville, like Camino, Nightly, Knox, Charlotte, you guys stand out in a more new wavy type 80s vibe, whereas like I would say Camino's more of like a Led Zeppelin, maybe, or not Led Zeppelin, but like definitely like more of an arena,
rock.
rock. So talk about leaning towards more of like the synthy 80 type feel. If you feel like that is kind of where you kind of lean in that 80s vibe.
I think we definitely started more in with that being. Sorry, I think we started with that being more of a thing that we were chasing down sonically. Like, I think that was definitely like super in like 2016 with like the 1975, and I don't know. I think that we all love electronic music and synths in general, and I think some of our favorite records from the 80s, it's Michael Jackson, it's like Cyndi Lauper. It's just like like stuff that's kind of almost like corny synth driven in the 80s. Like it still hits and it's super sick. But yeah, I don't think we're like fully always going 80s now. But yeah, I don't know how to continue that.
I want to clarify. I say synthy, but clearly it's a very guitar-driven record.
Totally.
But it's very synthy type chords, in my opinion.
Totally.
But on guitar, which is the reverse of everything else I'm hearing. For the most
Totally.
part.
I mean, I also think that we just try to keep. I think one thing that makes us stand out is that we're not really glued to one like lane, all of the time. I think we, try to be pretty intentional about, making music the way that we consume music, which is never the same kind at all the time. So I think there's definitely something for everyone on all of our records, because I think there are some synth driven stuff, some guitar driven stuff, some stuff that's like really lyric driven too. So yeah.
And out of 13 songs, I'll say there's about 36 hooks on this record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
roughly
true. Yeah.
That's honestly something that I feel super proud of on this record. Is just I think for the most part, like from verse to pre-chorus to chorus to bridge, like everything, every part can get stuck in your head of so many of the songs.
Yeah. No, it's awesome to see. So talk about this record a little bit when it comes to a lyrical sense, because you guys have been through so much as a band so far and through your personal lives. What was your approach going into this record as opposed to previous records, like lyrically and sonically?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, the last record was a breakup record, and this one is very much the opposite of that. We're entering lover era Wldlfe.
Love that.
I think in general, that's kind of the basis for the album conceptually, but definitely have a few other songs on the record that, like Aliens and Write a Song About It, that are more introspective and more of a commentary on just like day-to-day life for us and how we feel, period.
Yeah.
It's good to be honest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. And now with this record comes out, and obviously everyone knows there's gonna be a tour.
Mm-hmm. There's
Luckily
going to be a tour.
the world tour isn't ruined yet.
No, not yet.
Yet.
This is totally gonna ruin the tour.
So now you guys are heading out in September, right? September 13th, I think is day one of the tour.
I think it's 17th.
But
yeah,
start
around
lining up on the 13th.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
13. Yeah, start lining up in Columbus on the 13th. That's the first show on the 17th.
Yeah, we're excited. It'll be fun.
Yep.
Nice. Who's on that? Who's that run on that run with you guys?
Well, we can't say because it's not out. It's not out yet.
Ooh.
It will be soon though.
Yeah, we just nailed it down
yesterday.
Yesterday we got confirmation. So
yeah,
I imagine people will know soon.
Amazing. So head over to the Wldlfe social media. There's vowels missing.
There's vowels missing.
There's an underscore somewhere, I believe, too.
_WLDLFE.
Hell yeah. That is exactly how you spell it. I was not going to be able to spell it at all.
It's okay.
Daisy Grenade came in to promote their song Hypocrite, and literally the chorus is just them spelling out hypocrite. I still cannot.
I came across that song when I was scrolling Reels the other day, and that song is fire.
It's so good.
I know.
But I still can't spell hypocrite. Like, I sounded like such a dumbass at Sad Summer trying to sing along to it. Like, man, am I 32 years old with a semi-college degree and a full-time job, or what's going on here?
Yeah.
So now, after this run, what's the plan for the rest of 2024?
Well, this one will kind of take us all the way up to Thanksgiving, like end of November, and then in between there, I mean, who knows? Who knows if we'll be taking just like a month like that, the break in between legs of the tour and just chilling, or
I think we're
starting
probably
deluxe.
I think we're probably gonna end up starting deluxe version.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we've got some
more songs ready to hit the studio with, and yeah, honestly, that'll probably be the last thing that we're working on this year, other than tour.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, sleep is nice.
Honestly, aside, just taking a deep breath and a sigh of relief after the album comes out.
Yeah.
Because this has been probably one of the more in like not intense in a bad way, but like busy and like
we're just doing
go,
a lot
like,
with it.
Doing a lot with the album, and
we're putting the pedal to the floor a little bit and like pulling out all the stops that we can and trying our hardest to make sure it does as well as it can, because it's the one we're most proud of. So
yep,
as you should be.
Thank you.
And once again, the record is called
Heaven is a Place
2024.
Yep.
Oh, I love that you guys did
Wldlfe.
it. You guys did it like an old school band, finishing each other's sentence, and I was really hoping that was going to happen.
That was cute.
And it wasn't because I had Heaven is a Place on Earth blaring in my head. And I was like, I'm going to fuck this up. He needs to say it. He needs to say this right now. So, do you guys have any music videos for the record?
Yeah, we did 2 for the singles. We did What If You Change and Turtleneck. And then, I mean, I think we've been the answer is yeah.
We've been shooting like basic like visualizers, just something that we can chop up and use for short form stuff, but also can live on YouTube for like the whole song, and nothing too complicated
video stuff.
Yeah, but that turtleneck video is definitely one of our favorites. Love that one.
Yeah,
Turtleneck, I would say, is probably one of my top 5 on the records too.
Really?
Yeah,
Love
it's
that one.
so good.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a different like vibe for us, but like one that we needed to hit.
Yeah,
it's like we found that song. We're like, yep, that's it.
It kind of felt very cozy to me, as if it was a turtleneck wrapped around
love
me.
that.
I love that.
And I feel very bad that Jack's been licked by Biggie for the last like 15 minutes
It's all right.
straight.
I have a dog that is a big licking dog, so
Biggie.
it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, he's gonna be trying to sneak backstage at your LA show for sure.
What is your favorite song on the record?
Hold on, I'm not gonna
okay.
I'm not gonna bullshit you.
Here, while you think, we'll go around and say ours.
Yes, please.
Mine is What If You Change. Jack?
That could be mine. There's the argument, but since you said it, I'll say Growing Up song.
Today, my favorite is Be There.
I love that
Literally
answer.
It changes every day.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yesterday, my answer I think was Real Estate.
It's really moment to moment. Honestly.
I listened to Be There this morning. It was like, whew.
Yeah, I think. Pretty sure Simple Math was up there for me.
Yeah.
And Dizzy definitely was up there. And I think What If I Changed might have been up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple Math's always been a favorite of mine too.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to bullshit these guys. They're not hearing track 1, track 7, and track 13. I'm pulling up the track listing right now.
Love it.
But yeah, no, I listened to the record again this morning, and I'm like, God, I fucking love this man so much. And once again, it's been an absolute honor that you guys are
Thanks
here.
for having us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. And the day before your record comes out means the world to me. And I'm very excited because we're going to premiere a song, which I've never done for you guys.
Yes, we are.
So fun.
So what song is that going to be?
It's going to be track number 10. Here we go.
Again.
Amazing.
That was on accident.
Now, how can everyone keep up with you guys? The Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I know we said the Instagram before. Spotify.
Yeah, all the places. It's _Wldlfe, Wldlfe.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys again for coming in. An absolute honor. I can't wait to see you guys out on this run. And I'm going to say this now. I know you guys are not going to play a song I want to hear because you have so many fucking songs to play now.
That is true.
A great disappointment to have.
Yeah,
Yep.
It was a struggle to pick a set list, but we're squeezing as many as we can in.
Yep.
Amazing. Heaven is a Place 2024 out in just a couple hours here in America. If you're not in America, it's out. Be sure to stream it. Get any packages that are online with it as long as it's from the Wldlfe's website. Don't get any bootleg from like Temu or some shit. And hell yeah. And it's an absolute honor for me right now to premiere the Wldlfe's brand new single, Here We Go Again, off their brand new record, Heaven is a Place 2024, officially out tomorrow. You're going to enjoy this.
Yes, you will.